Also, in that moment when the accounts were frozen, there was another altercation where on the schools in Wilmington, Delaware, there were two papers. The papers were presented by the state and the city, I'm sorry, and you said that they were trying to sell the school from up under you.
Without notice.
Simultaneously with your account flow.
Are you going to tell me that's a coincidence?
I'm asking you. I'm telling you, there's a war going on. No man is safe from. There's a war going on outside that no man is safe from. And I'm saying you are actively, if I take you at what you're saying, you're debanked, you are actively in a war that it doesn't feel like you understand.
No. I understand.
Okay.
No, trust me. I understand.
Okay.
No, I understand.
Because I'm saying this is much more serious.
It is.
Yeah, it
because
is.
that was one of the biggest pieces of evidence I received outside of being told by FBI agents I know that I'm being watched. That was one of the biggest pieces of confirmation I received that they're actively trying to stop you. They heard you got debanked and moved that quickly. No notice, Loon.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Email,
let's get into
no letter, no phone.
Yeah, man.
For 5 months. Mind you, I was reaching out.
So
trying to deal with the vacant property registration fee.
Let's context set in here. So $72,000 was the number that I think it was. Was it
40 something?
Okay, 40 something. I thought you said they said we owe 72,000.
You know what? It could have been 70. It's been a minute now.
Yeah.
It could have been 40 for the vacant fee property registration fees past date plus the current utilities. Because you got to remember the water bills be crazy and we're not even using no water.
Like even in here, the gas and shit is high. But tell me,
when you're not using it.
Yeah, not at all.
But utilities is a big scam.
Yeah,
it's a big scam. But
because it's a collective type of thing. Yeah. So let me ask you this. So talk to me. Walk me through this. Number one, how the city got to that position to want to sell it, and how you missed whatever correspondence they said.
I didn't miss it. They just stopped communicating with me because they knew they was trying to sabotage me. I didn't miss nothing. You're supposed to get a 4-year waiver if you're a nonprofit where you don't pay the vacant property registration fee, which they jumped up from about $1,500 a year to like $7,000. Trying to destroy us through bleeding our account, right? So I call them up and say, yo, we nonprofit. Can we get the 4-year waiver? Your application got in too late. You feel me? So
this was before the letters, right?
We got the letter.
I'm saying, how do we even get to the point
We got to this because when I got the vacant property registration fee waiver, I asked them, can y'all retroactively apply the waiver to us? Because I remember I was late. Can y'all just do me this solid this one time? Because that's a lot of money to be paying when we living off the people's money when we should have the waiver.
Yes.
And I was told they would get back to me. And I spoke to the person 3 times on the phone, and she kept saying, I'm going to get back to you. And I emailed her 3 times, and she never responded. And the next thing you know, they trying to sell the school without any notice. I think the proof is in, you feel me? I never dropped the ball. They stopped communicating with me on purpose.
Now, when you acquired
you know what's crazy? I was supposed to be out the country.
Yeah,
they knew what they were doing, bro.
You would have been gone.
They were going to sell the school when I was out the country. When I came back, sorry, somebody else owns it. I didn't know it was that easy. And then I started talking to property owners. They say, Doc, they doing it in New York. These Zionists and other people, they getting people deeds and faking deeds. I said, they can literally take your home that you owned your whole life that easy? Yo, something need to be done about that.
Wow.
You should have to be able to appear in person. You feel me?
Yeah.
Bro, that was crazy.
Now it's heavy. Now,
no notice stuck it on the door.
What I'm trying to understand is, you get these buildings. It was a charter school, no longer a school. So did the city classify the vacant buildings because it's not a school?
Yeah, because it wasn't being used.
Right.
So it's considered
and
vacant.
So there's a fee associated with when you acquire these buildings, and they're vacant.
It's the vacant property registration fee.
Okay, and
so
that's
they
every
know that
year.
Somebody is still attached to it and working on it. Whatever.
Okay.
Now, mind you, all of our repairs have been done for 2-3 years now. Technically, we should have already been done. The problem is I decided to paint the building. I should have went for inspection first. You feel me? When I decided to paint the building and let all the volunteers come in, that ended up taking us over a year to get it done precise, right? In retrospect, Loon, I should have saved the paint till after we passed inspection.
Right.
We'd probably already be open with students right now.
Right.
That was a mistake I made.
Yeah.
I was so caught up in the look instead of saying, wait, time out. What do you need just to get your paperwork?
Yes.
Save the paint.
Right.
Historical error.
Yes. Do you think, looking back at everything that has happened with the school, and hold on, first of all, are you free and clear of whatever paperwork that they put on the door?
Well, remember,
is that taken care of?
Remember, we had to pay it
by a certain date.
And we paid it.
Okay.
In bulk. They were counting on me
not having it.
And I walked in there with the whole thing.
Yeah, as you should. As you should. They think you
like this Negro.
Yeah. So do you feel as though that you've mishandled?
It bothers me because Wilmington is a predominantly black city government and bureaucracy. It bothers me that nobody in that city government cared enough about my project to not even make a phone call to me, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody know my numbers. You feel me? Like, damn, y'all that trifling? All y'all see this about nobody go. Even if you call your cousin up, I know you listen to Dr. Umar, send him a DM and bro.
It's crazy.
They were gonna let,
and
bro,
then
my
I was
own
seeing
people, man.
It was crazy. I was seeing stuff online from like white supremacists and other people, like your haters, your detractors and stuff, saying, I'm gonna try to buy the building just to bulldozer it and think. And I'm saying, oh shit, this is more meaningful than just this little thing Dr. Umar is working on. You got white supremacists understanding that there's this black dude working on this school in Wilmington, Delaware. They were saying that I'm gonna buy the school, bulldozer the school, and just like, I think dude said, I'll put a toilet. The only thing gonna be there is a toilet. It was something crazy. But I'm saying that I didn't think that it garnered that kind of attention from white people.
But progress is always a threat. And you change nothing about a people until you change their consciousness and mentality. In the immediate future, it may not matter much to some people. But the long ball, we own it.
Yes.
Because this is just the first of many.
Yeah, that's that's the problem, right?
That's the problem. They're looking at the growth. If this pops,
if it works, it's a problem.
The momentum gonna be crazy.
Do you think that you've mishandled any of the processes?
Nah.
You're watching a clip, but this conversation goes way deeper than this. The full interview is available right now at patreon.com/itsuptherepodcast. Unreleased moments, uncut conversations, the parts that don't make it to YouTube. If you really rock with the platform, go join the Patreon. Connect with Loon. Get access to everything. Patreon.com/itsuptherepodcast.